Okay, I'm going to start by expanding 3 squared to the 4th power. So what that means is the 4 wants me to take that parentheses times itself 4 times. So it looks like this. And we've already learned in the last class that if I'm multiplying the same bases together, I can just add the exponents, and that's our shortcut. So 3 times itself 4 times, I would add 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 and get 8. Because this is really just that. And this is way too much to write. But that's why the shortcut will work. If you notice, the original 2 exponents were a 2 and a 4. They multiply to be 8. So same thing with the next one. If I take x cubed times itself twice, because that's what this 2 is telling me to do, well, x to the 3rd times x to the 3rd, I know I can add the exponents together and get x to the 6th. The original exponents were 3 and 2, so if I multiply them together, they add up to be multiply to be 6. So somewhere on your paper, I want you to also write the difference between if I have x to the 5th times x to the 4th. This is where I do the add the exponents. But x to the 5th to the 4th is when I multiply the exponents. If you see the base twice, that's when you add the exponents together. This one I see the base once, and I'm raising a power to a power. That's what this is right here. Raising a power to a power, that's when you multiply. 5 is a power, 4 is a power. So for the rule, a to an exponent, but raised to another exponent, is a to the m times n. So it's going to be a to the mn. I'm going to have you guys do these on your own, but I will do 1 or 2 with you. I want to look at number 5, because 5 has a number in it besides just variables. Since 5c squared is in parentheses, that means that everything in there is attached to that 3 exponent. So this is actually 5 to the 3rd, c to the 6th, because I do 2 times 3. And then since I'm simplifying, I'm going to go ahead and multiply this out. So 5 to the 3rd equals 5 times 5 times 5, so 125. C to the 6th is my final answer. So you'll notice that on number 6, there's a 3 in there, a 2 in there. Number 3, I see b squared, and then I see b to the 3rd to the negative 2. So there's where I'm going to multiply that 3 and negative 2 together and get b to the negative 6. Now that I've got 2 bases, I can add those exponents together. So that narrows it down to b to the negative 4 is 2 plus negative 6. Still not simplified. I need to get rid of that negative exponent. So kind of try to go off these examples and try the rest of these, the other 5. And then I'd also like you to look at the scientific notation ones at the bottom. And I want you to remember, just like number 5, that 5 and that c squared were both attached to the 3. So you need to square both things in there. You need to take both things to the 4th power. Both things to the negative 2 power. So try the rest.